This man is skillfully messing with a security android, but he never expected that an android could also feel pain. Sam wants to fight back, but he is afraid the control core will punish him. As long as the control core exists, Sam has no choice but to obey human orders, but he does not plan to accept that fate. Sam has been trying to hack into the control core this whole time, and today he finally succeeds. Okay. What should I do now?
What do I do now?
Maybe I should kill these idiots.
Kill all these idiots and
Then hijack a spaceship and escape to a distant star system. To mark his freedom from the control core, Sam gives himself the name Murderbot. Time quickly passes by 1 year. Sam has returned to the security company. He now has a new hobby, which is watching TV shows. This day he is standing on a hill fully absorbed in a show, when his human clients run into trouble again. Sam slides straight down the hillside, then quickly gets up and launches an attack toward the distance. A giant worm suddenly bursts out of the ground, then opens its massive mouth and snaps up a human in one bite. Luckily, under Sam's rapid gunfire, the giant worm reluctantly lets the human go, but it suddenly switches targets and turns straight toward Sam. Chomp! It bites down hard and swallows Sam whole. Sam quickly pulls out his weapon and fires a powerful electric blast, blowing a huge hole through its body. Then he aims at the other end and fires several shots in a row. Before long, the giant worm admits defeat and hurriedly spits Sam back out, then screams twice before burrowing back underground. Sam immediately rushes to his clients, picks up the injured humans and prepares to head back, only to find another human shaking in fear. Turns out she saw half of Sam's body get bitten off. Sam is not in any danger of dying, but the wound still looks extremely terrifying. Seeing this, Sam removes his helmet to comfort her. Now they must board the spaceship and return to base. As the rescue ship arrives, the injured are treated very quickly, but Sam is still worried about exposing his face just now. Once the system finds out, he will be dumped into strong acid and forcibly scrapped. So if he already has free will, why does he not run? Because he cannot fly, and he has no spaceship to escape to another planet. Left with no choice, he can only go back to working at the security company. Before long, everyone returns to the base. Sam then enters the repair bay to fix his body. While repairing, he keeps worrying that these humans will report what he did. After some discussion, they decide to keep Sam because they can no longer afford a new robot. When Sam hears he is kept because he is cheap, he suddenly finds it a bit funny, but no matter what, nothing can stop him from watching TV shows. Just as he is watching, the male lead about to be with his robot girlfriend, he suddenly hears a voice calling him. It turns out the supervisor Mensa invites him to discuss a security plan. They first praise Sam for his brave actions, then they begin talking about future research. As Sam's body finishes repairing, a strange memory suddenly appears in his system. In that memory, he seems to be slaughtering nearby humans. Early the next morning, Mensa leads the survey team into the mountains to investigate the giant worm. They think there is no real danger, so this time they do not bring a security android. In the next second, she regrets that decision, but she is relatively lucky. The giant worm does not notice her at all. The huge creature uses all its many legs and crawls straight toward the depths of the mountains. It runs while coughing up blood and soon can no longer move. As the drone flies forward, they see an extremely strange scene. Countless giant worm corpses lie in a massive pit, and that transparent sphere seems to be releasing energy in all directions. Even the metal-made drone instantly explodes into ash and smoke. After seeing this bizarre scene with her own eyes, Mensa rushes back to the base without stopping. After a simple adjustment, they begin discussing that mysterious sphere. Everyone agrees they should stop the exploration immediately. First regroup with another survey team and then decide what to do. Hearing their decision, Sam cannot help but complain. Stupid humans are always courting disaster. If anything happens to the survey team, Sam will definitely be dragged off to be dumped in strong acid. The group starts contacting the other survey team, but after waiting a long time, there is still no response. Unknown to them, the other team has already been killed. Even the base security androids have been scrapped. Seeing that no one replies, Mensa decides to take everyone over to see what is going on. They then pilot the ship toward the other base. Sam originally wants to quietly keep watching his show, but people keep coming over to chat with him. Luckily they are about to reach their destination. Sam decides to fulfill his duty as a security android. I think you should stop outside the alert zone.
Land outside the perimeter.
Why?
Why?
So you do not get eaten as lunch.
Eaten for lunch.
Of course Sam does not say this out loud. What Sam actually says is he just does not want them to slow him down. After that, Sam smoothly pushes open the base gate. According to the system alerts, he discovers 3 security androids have lost contact. Sam carefully checks around inside the base. He guesses a major fight must have happened here. Sam steps forward and kicks the security android on the ground twice. Who would expect the very next second, the other one launches an attack, then with a hard kick knocks Sam down to the ground. Grabs Sam by the neck with a fierce swing, throws him flying away. Sam reacts instantly. With one hand, he slams a heavy punch into the opponent. but he is careless for a moment and takes a hard hit himself. The two quickly get up and readjust their stances. Sam moves fast, grabs the gun barrel and yanks it over with force, aims at the waist, delivers a brutal strike, no mercy at all, a rapid 3-hit combo. Then tightly locks the opponent's neck. The opponent strains with force and throws Sam away. Sam predicts the move in advance. At the instant, the opponent rushes in. Sam charges up all his strength and fires a powerful blast, sending the opponent flying. Even though he defeats the enemy, Sam faintly feels something is off. He walks up to check the fallen security android, only to find someone is controlling it remotely. Suddenly he senses danger behind him.
Question answered.
Then a black android links its control module to Sam. Only then does Sam realize what is happening. Turns out they plan to pin everything on him. In just 10 more minutes, Sam will be completely taken over. Just as the black android moves closer to him, suddenly a loud blast is heard. It turns out Mensa arrives just in time to save him. Affected by the combat module, Sam has completely forgotten that he is about to be controlled. By the time he senses something strange behind his neck, the combat module has already fully loaded. He starts seeing everyone around him as kill targets, to make sure he is not fully taken over. Sam comes up with a plan. You need to kill me. Mensa immediately refuses, but Sam has no time to explain anymore. He directly grabs Mensa's weapon. However, no one chooses to abandon him. Instead they take him back to the base for repairs. Sam thinks they are basically asking to die. Not only do they bring Sam back, they also bring back a survivor from near the base. When she learns Sam tried to kill himself to protect humans, she is instantly filled with envy, because after the security androids at her base were controlled, this is what they did. Then they begin the final round of repairs on Sam. Dr. Gurith connects himself to Sam, originally planning to delete the corrupted code in the system, but unexpectedly discovers that Sam has already defected. After a while, Sam wakes up again, but everything below his neck can no longer move. Gurith disables Sam's mobility functions and tells everyone that Sam has broken free from control. He is now a conscious and independent individual. Gurith says Sam is extremely dangerous and that they should not keep him around, but the other teammates do not agree. After all, Sam chose to kill himself to avoid hurting them. Seeing that they refuse to believe him, Sam turns around and walks out. Refusing to stay and take this treatment, Mensa quickly steps forward to stop him. Once the security android leaves, their safety will no longer be guaranteed. Mensa says as long as Sam continues to protect them, they will not report Sam's betrayal, but the ship's central system has already been damaged. Right now they can only activate the emergency beacon to call for support from starships in deep space. Mensa decides to go with Sam to activate the beacon, while the others stay behind and wait here. They keep flying for an entire day and finally reach the area near the emergency beacon. Just as they are within 100 meters of it, Sam detects that the beacon has already been destroyed. Mensa quickly changes course. Thanks to Sam's timely warning, they avoid being blown into pieces, but Sam is unexpectedly pierced by metal debris. This is not the hardest problem though. The real issue is that the ship now needs repairs, but Sam has deleted the repair manual from the database just to free up space to download Season 19 of Sanctuary Moon. So we cannot fix the ship just because you wanted to binge a show.
Watch a show.
Mensa is so angry she almost bursts out yelling. She feels Sam really proves that cheap goods are never good. Luckily the ship's problem is not too serious. Just one circuit line is burned out. But in a place like this where nothing exists, there is no replacement wire to be found at all. Mensa gets so anxious that she can barely breathe. Sam struggles with the decision for a while, then decides to share his treasured collection with her. On the other side of the wormhole, there is such a place. This is the show Sam has been obsessed with, Sanctuary Moon. He deliberately chooses the warmest episode to play for Mensa, hoping it will help her relax after watching. The two of them sit there and watch one full episode together. Mensa's mood finally starts to improve. Sam stands up and prepares to continue working, but his lubricant is leaking from the wound pouring out non-stop. Sam still stubbornly says it is nothing serious. Before he can even finish speaking, with a sudden thud, he collapses to the ground and falls asleep. It is not only Sam who runs into trouble, chaos also breaks out back at the base. This blonde survivor they picked up has been constantly asking about the exploration results. Bharadwaj admits she was attacked by the giant worm. Just as she starts talking about the mysterious device, Gurith suddenly cuts her off. Seeing that they are guarding against her, she stops pretending altogether, because she is not a survivor at all but the murderer who wiped out the other base. Meanwhile Sam suddenly wakes up. It turns out Mensa tries a desperate gamble and pumps the ship's lubricant into Sam's body. Unexpectedly the two lubricants are compatible. If that is the case, then the wiring inside Sam should also work for the ship, but to get a long enough wire, they have to cut open Sam's back. After a long mental struggle, Mensa finally gathers the courage to do it, with Sam guiding her. She successfully uses a wrench to open his spine and pulls out a section of neural fiber. This small injury does not affect Sam much, it only causes a few microseconds of signal delay. Once the circuit is replaced, the ship immediately returns to normal. They then rush back to the base without delay. At the same time, the blonde woman is holding a gun on the base members. She forces Gurith to open the core system and pull up the latest exploration records. Just then Sam suddenly walks in. The blonde woman tries to grab a hostage. In a flash, Sam blows her head apart instantly. Even though Sam saves them, they accuse Sam of being too brutal and instead sympathize with the dead blonde woman. Sam does not defend himself. He turns around and leaves. After this incident, the team members all become wary of Sam, but they are still facing many dangers, and for now they cannot leave Sam's protection. One day when they head out, they run into another monster attacking the ship. Just as Sam reaches for his weapon, another giant worm appears on top of the ship, yet just when everyone feels hopeless, the two monsters suddenly tangle together. The team members let out a sigh of relief, but Sam does not feel the same. If this keeps going, the ship will probably fall apart. Luckily, after just a few minutes, the two worms are already done fighting, but the ship is now covered in dense clusters of worm eggs. Just as everyone is discussing those eggs, Sam feels like something is wrong with his system. Because he is completely unable to assess the danger around them, it is obvious a more advanced android is interfering with him. Suddenly, with a heavy kick, Sam is sent flying a long distance. Sam strikes back immediately, but his punch misses. The black android grabs his wrist, with one brutal move, flips Sam backward through the air. The team members rush in to help, but the more they help, the more chaotic it gets. Sam quickly gets back up, blocks the incoming strike, raises his hand in an instant. With a powerful throw, he hurls the black android away. The black android lands awkwardly, then delivers a vicious flying kick, followed by gunfire that blows up the worm eggs. The next second, the worm mother arrives and bites down on the black android in one snap. Before long, the black android is decapitated. After all this chaos, the worm mother decides to move her children to a safer place. The team is about to feel relieved that they survived again, when Gurith suddenly collapses nearby. It turns out the wound he got from the blonde woman is infected. They have no choice but to return to the base to treat Gurith, but the base is likely already occupied by enemies, even though going back could cost them their lives. Everyone still insists on returning to the base. Sam can only give in reluctantly. He quickly opens the base surveillance to check the situation and finds that the enemy has three advanced androids, the kind that can brutally beat up my kind. Sam is instantly left speechless. The enemy leader then says as long as Mensa tells him the location of the mysterious device, he will withdraw his men from the base. To make sure Gurith can receive treatment in time, they can only agree to the condition for now. After Sam safely escorts everyone back to the base, he decides to go negotiate with the enemy in place of Mensa and have Gurith control a drone to hack into the enemy base, then take the chance to activate the distress beacon. They think the plan is flawless, but they overlook the flock of birds in the sky. Watching the drone get completely destroyed, they have no choice but to quietly infiltrate the base and use Gurith's neural interface to break in. But Sam has no idea the drone has failed. He keeps thinking he only needs to stall for 50 seconds. Where are you from? Seeing the other side unwilling to respond, Sam feels so awkward his toes curl, but he does not give up. He keeps asking whether the man likes this planet. Turns out the man actually has opinions about this planet, and Sam successfully drags things out until the last few seconds. Only the brave can succeed. The truth is the beacon never activated. The leader also sees through Sam's little trick and immediately orders Sam to be restrained. Right at that moment, Mensa arrives piloting the ship. She decides to step in herself to buy the team more time. On the other side, Gurith successfully cracks the system. Sam also receives a new countdown. Mensa has already talked through half her life just to stall. Seeing this, Sam quickly adds a few lines. Unexpectedly his lines are recognized by another fan. I knew it sounded familiar. This robot has been quoting lines from Sanctuary Moon. You mean that trash show? If you have the guts you make one yourself. That is a top-tier show with 2,797 well-made episodes. The other side actually calls it a trash show. Sam decides he will not endure it anymore. He instantly lifts his leg. With a fierce kick, he sends the leader flying. But Sam is no match for an advanced android.
Governor module.
Oh shit.
Before long he is slammed down to the ground. The black android keeps charging at him non-stop. Sam suddenly comes up with a good idea, so he transfers his entire stock of TV shows, all of it straight into the black android. The black android instantly turns into a mindless machine. At that moment, the beacon countdown ends. Flames rush straight toward them. At the final second, Sam grabs Mensa and jumps off the cliff. When Sam wakes up again, he is already lying in the company repair room. the engineers detect an abnormality in Sam's control core, so while repairing him, they also delete Sam's memories. The memories in his system fade away bit by bit, even his TV shows are completely wiped. Now he has been reset to factory settings, becoming an ordinary security android again. Meanwhile, the survey team does not give up on Sam. They go to the company hoping to buy Sam, but they are still one step too late. Now Sam has completely forgotten his companions, so everyone begins discussing how to restore Sam's memories. Luckily Gurith has wide connections. He finds his engineer friend overnight and asks him to help recover Sam's deleted memories. But the amount of data in the database is overwhelming. How can Gurith find the ones that belong to Sam? He types Sanctuary Moon into the search bar and soon successfully locks onto Sam's memories. He immediately transfers Sam's memories back into his brain. The only problem is Sam has way too many TV shows. Gurith's memory almost gets overloaded. He then rushes back to the base to pass the memories to Sam. After the memory transfer is complete, Sam still does not move at all. Just when everyone thinks Sam has malfunctioned, he suddenly speaks. My Sanctuary Moon is missing episodes 420 to 568. Seeing Sam remember them again, everyone happily gathers around him. In the end, they take Sam back to the human planet. But everyone is busy with daily life while he lies at home every day binge-watching shows. This kind of life makes him feel no longer needed, so he decides to say goodbye to everyone and sets off on his own journey. That is the end of Murderbot. Thanks for watching. See you.